Tired and hungry.
Yeah, I bet. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel this week. If you're new here, I'm Chuck.
And I'm Alli.
And we're AlliChuck Adventures. This week, we're going to be talking about some of the things that's happened with Alli since we came home from our camping trip up north, and some of her health issues that we're trying to get resolved.
So if you've been following our channel and you watched our video from last week, we had mentioned something about me having a biopsy on my lung. And yeah, it was pretty scary stuff.
So when we first returned from our trip on Monday, that Wednesday she had to go for the consultation with her lung doctor. And at that point, he was saying that he did not think it was cancer, which we were pretty relieved about. But they still needed to do the bronchoscopy wash to try to find out what kind of bacteria might be going on in her lungs. And they also still wanted to do the biopsy, which was going to entail surgery, a robotic type of surgery.
Well, back in February I had a CT scan, and because I have a condition called bronchiectasis, and they saw a little mass on my lung and they wanted to keep an eye on it. I had it redone in November and it grew, and now here we are in the hospital. I had surgery yesterday, a biopsy of the spot. They took out a portion or piece of my lung around the mass, and they also did a bronchoscopy as a wash to find out what bacteria might be in my lungs. So here we are, and I don't know if I'm going home today or tomorrow, but we will be finding out soon enough what's going on with my lungs.
The biopsy was probably the most invasive and scariest part of it all.
Yeah, we were quite scared, like I said, until we got home. When she did her consultation with the lung doctor, he scheduled the surgery for the following Monday. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to sit around and worry about things. It was pretty much a whirlwind of getting things done and getting this taken care of. So that Monday, we had to have her at the hospital at 7:30 a.m. We sat in the pre-op part of everything for about 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Which was just, great, just making our nerves something terrible. What, did they give you something to make you drowsy?
Probably the anti-nausea.
Well, we're getting close now. This is, they're giving her some albuterol right before surgery. And the doctor's supposed to come in the next probably 15 minutes or so. And gonna get it started. We'll be glad to get this done. This has been a very stressful time. I was quite emotional leaving her and seeing her go back into the operating room, and I just felt helpless. But I went home and the doctor called. Long story short, he said the surgery went well. They got the mass out. He said it doesn't think it's cancer. He thinks it's some sort of infection. And
Which they actually took a wedge of my lung out too, because not only did they want to take the mass out, but they wanted to take part of the tissue surrounding it, just in case if it was something, they wanted to be able to look at the cells around it.
Yeah. And he said they did the bronchoscopy wash and everything. Me and my sister headed back down to the hospital when I got the call. We had to wait about an hour and a half for her to come out from under the anesthesia. Once she got her hospital room, we got in there just as the nurses were bringing her around, and she was she was kind of alert, kind of not, but she kind of was alert enough to know that I was there. And
yeah, that was the first thing that I heard was, hey, sweetie. And I opened my eyes and saw this handsome man standing right next to me, so.
Smile.
That first night, though, let me tell you, it was super duper painful. Trying to find a position in bed that was comfortable, because there were basically 4 holes in my back and 3 holes for where the robotic arms had to go in and to do their job in my lungs. And then the 4th hole was where the drain port was. So trying to lay on my side, my right side, and to find a position was very difficult. But the next day they got me up walking, and I was able to get my port out the following day.
Deep breath in. And cough.
and go home. So that was really nice to be able to go home the next day. I didn't have to spend the second night in the hospital.
Well, that was unexpected. We are on our way home.
Yeah.
One day after major surgery.
Yes.
Allie's doing well.
Just a little tired, a little sore.
Yeah.
Hard for me to breathe deep, but I'm out. I'm going home.
Going home. Nikki's going to be a happy girl. I know we're all happy. Thanks for everybody who out there, friends of ours who've prayed for Alli. We really appreciate that. Yes. And we love you guys, and we will catch you later back at home.
So the rest of the week, I just spent time at home. This man taking care of me, trying to get stronger, and they told me to walk, because the last thing they wanted was pneumonia to set in my lungs, and to really
drink
work
lots of fluids too.
Yeah, and to work on building my strength of my lungs again. So that's what I did the rest of the week and the weekend. And then the following Monday, I got the phone call from the nurse to say that it definitely was not cancer. Woo! But we did find out what it was. It was sarcoidosis, which is basically the inflammation of cells. And so what they do is they clump together, and it can be anywhere in the body. Mine just happened to be in my lungs. And what it can cause is, if it continues to grow, it will basically kill off that part of the lung where it's not able to function anymore. So it was a good thing they got it out.
It's like a tumor.
Yeah,
it ends
really
up becoming
is.
a tumor.
And people, like I said, have it all over their body. They can have it in any organ, on the surface of your skin. But it's very rare. And so we were kind of surprised to see this on top of my typical lung disease, having something else to have to deal with. I do have a follow-up on the February 8th, and I should be finding out from my pulmonologist what they're going to do to treat this disease.
More than likely steroids.
Right.
More than likely. Well, and we're thankful to everybody out there who, friends of ours through YouTube and through just friends of ours in general, who have been praying and keeping Alli in your thoughts and prayers.
And all the kind words and
yes,
everything.
It's
Thank
really
you
helped
so much.
So with all that said, we're back in one of our favorite little close to home getaways at Cedar Key. And we're going to go, we were actually going to try the Island Hotel and Restaurant. And then I looked at the menu prices and I was like, yeah, we just spent a lot of money on a trip for Christmas. We probably can't afford like $40 for a steak. So yeah, exactly. And then our deductible on the insurance was not good.
Yeah.
But anywho, we are here at Cedar Key.
We're going to eat at Big Deck Bar.
Because it's cold, they have the curtains down, and it's dog friendly. So
that's right. We
have to always find the dog friendly places. Although it's cold enough now, Nikki could stay in the truck, but if you can hear her whining in the back seat, she's ready to get out. She loves this area. So
she loves it.
One other thing we wanted to add, it is going to be 22 degrees here tonight. That's cold for Florida.
Yes.
We're going to have a campfire, if it's not too cold, believe it or not. We haven't been able to have a campfire because summertime here is so hot you don't want a campfire, and now it's gotten to the point where it might be too cold to sit out beside by a campfire.
Yeah, here in Florida there's really no in between. It's either really too cold or too hot.
You get like what, 1 month of potentially good, like, sweet spot weather. All right, we're gonna go eat. You're gonna drink a margarita in this cold weather? Really? Really? Hot toddy would be better. That's a long drink.
So it was supposed to be nachos with barbecue called the redneck nachos, but they put French fries instead.
That's pretty cool.
I'm okay with that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my goodness, it's cold.
It's cold.
Is this Florida? Really?
I don't think so.
It's going to be 22 degrees tonight.
It's not good.
Whew.
It's cold.
It's cold. We need the fire tonight. Well, I was going to hang our sign that Jamie and Sharon bought for us and gave us as a gift. But I forgot. I have to get some chain, and there's no way to hang it. Not right now. So you have to use your imagination on what it's going to look like when I get some chain and some mounting brackets. So since Alli is still recovering from surgery, she's trying to catch up on some schoolwork back in the RV. Me and Nikki decided we're going to go ahead and walk down here by the springs and see if we can see any manatee. Gotta say, it is quite cold here today, and I guess you would say we're kind of North Florida. The wind chill feels like it's down in the 20s. It is cold, and it's going to drop down to 22 degrees tonight, so it's going to be really cold. So I'm thinking there might be some manatee up here in the springs trying to get warm. We'll see. We've never hiked this trail, and since Alli's staying back in the RV to do some schoolwork, I figured me and Nikki will go ahead and just check it out. So yep, there's a little turn in here. Never really noticed before, but there's a little parking area there for the hiking trail. Nikki and I are just going to take the main road back to the campground. Might be a little sunnier out here. And that brought us back to the campground. We are back to the Magnolia Loop. One other thing, when we were here last time, they had the Hickory side closed. Now I'm seeing that the Hickory side is open, but it's only tent campers. So all the RV camping is in the Magnolia Loop 1 and 2. I don't know if they're going to keep it that way or what. But I do know the first time we camped here, we camped on the Hickory side. So maybe they've changed that permanently to tent-only camping.
Better enjoy us, we're the only one you get.
More part. And you said Renee, right? Renee, make a fist out of both of your hands. Raise one of them up. Put that one behind your back. Do you guys all see the little X on my hand? That means I can't go to Ybor City tonight. I think the X. And X marks the spot. Hell. But what's crazy is check your hands. No, I'm just messing. That would have been crazy though. One of these things.
So this is the one that Jamie and Sharon want, right? It is.
This one's really cool. Are you the Queen of Sheba?
Somebody's trying to hide something here. Look at that. That's not good. You gotta. Does the fern come with it?
It is cold here at the RV show here in Tampa, and
We're heading out.
yeah, we enjoyed looking at all the different RVs today and meeting a lot of friends. And
Yeah, we met Rosie and Nelson that we met down in Key West.
yeah,
We met Jeff again. Peterson hung out.
yeah, but his wife was not able to come because she's
Dealing with some hip issues, yeah. But met the Hanks again.
yeah, it was good to see them. It's been a while since we hung out with them, so it was really, really good to see them.
Now it's time to go get some dinner.
Going back to the same place we ate last night, Ford's Garage Restaurant. Well, we want to thank a few people for some amazing gifts that we received for the holidays.
Yep. Jamie and Sharon surprised us when we were at the RV show and had a sign made for us.
Yes.
So we thank you and we love you guys. Can't wait to camp together next weekend. And also Craig in Snellville. He was kind enough to see that Alli loved owls. And he sent her a little owl wicker like flower holder. and a couple other little things, a little thing for me too. So we thank you guys, and we really did appreciate it coming home and finding a nice little surprise in our mailbox. Well, my sister got the mail for us, so it was in the house.
We thank you guys.
Thank you guys.